Today is a beautiful day to be out here on the South Holston River. I'm actually over here at a place called The Pond. It's above the Weir Dam. Today they're sluicing. We had a lot of rainwater over the last few days, so they're sluicing today, which means they're pushing a lot of water from South Holston Dam. I'm not far from Tailwaters Lodge. I was just coming in to shoot a video and I thought, let's stop here at the pond real quick at the boat ramp. There's no one around. Let's go ahead and throw out this TD minnow real quick, see if we can land a trout before we head over to the main campus. All right, guys, so the water's moving very quickly today. I have a reaction lure on, and all I'm gonna do is throw it out, pop it back, and it's just gonna look like something that's flashing in the current, making a lot of jerky movements. And sometimes trout just can't stand it. They love to see that kind of flash. So we're gonna work different seams. We're just gonna have some fun here at the boat ramp just for a few minutes before we head on over to the main campus to fish on the private river frontage for Tailwaters Lodge. But before we do that, of course, I just want to try my hand here at this particular location, because in the past I've had some decent luck, specifically with big rainbow trout. Oh my goodness, just had one. They love this spot. Guys, somebody just grabbed and growled right there. That was exciting. I didn't bring my landing net with me today, so anything we do, we're gonna land it right here in the water. We're not gonna try to lift it out of the water today. All I'm doing, guys, is we're just throwing it down different seams in the water column. Just working different portions of the river. Sometimes more aggressively I'm pulling it in, other times a little bit more relaxed. Just trying to figure out the cadence of the day with this particular flow, because each day is a little bit different, and once you kind of figure out that cadence, then you can dial it in like anything, right? Even with fly fishing or any type of approach to the river, once you find that pattern, that's really when the fun begins. And they're in here for sure. There's some aggressive fish in here today. One piece of the puzzle was simply trying to get something to react to this particular color, which they did. So that tells me something already, which is good. Oh, fish on. Here we go. Nice. One slammed it, guys. Let's see if we can get this in. Keep that pressure on him, get him into this calm water over here. He's coming in quickly, guys. There he is. Awesome. All right, so I'm just gonna pull him into the shallows here. We're not gonna lift him out of the water. Let's go ahead and take care of him real quick. Get my hands wet as well. All right, so our first fish of the day is just a little rainbow. And again, guys, I didn't even really lift him out of the water here. What a beautiful little guy. That's what I'm talking about, is just these aggressive little trout, ice cold water. He's ready to kick off. Let's go ahead and land another one. Good stuff, guys, good stuff. So we're gonna bomb it back out there. Let's get a bigger one. Let's get a bigger one. They get a lot bigger than that. And I know there's plenty of them out here today. I found that up here in the pond, I've caught more rainbow trout than I have brown trout. And as we work our way further down river toward the lodge, then it becomes more of a mix. But up here in the pond, you can find some jumbos, some absolutely monster rainbow trout. That's what I've discovered. I'm sure there's brown trout in here too. I'm just speaking on my experience. All right, let's try a new seam. What I'm gonna do here, guys, for this particular cast is I'm gonna cast out nice and far, really far. Good. Quickly mend the line. Let's do one more mend, and I'm gonna open my bell, and let's let the lure float down to a new section real quick, and then we're gonna start popping it. Okay, good. Okay, here we go. More or less just getting into a new zone where fish haven't seen it yet. Oh, there it is, fish on. Good fish this time. We got some weight to him. Let's reel him in. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, this is so much fun, guys. I don't know, I don't think he's as big as I thought he was. He might have just been spinning in the current. He's a little guy. Again, we don't have our landing net today, so we're simply going to pull him up into the shallows here. We're not gonna try to take him too much out of the water. Whew, okay, let me get a hand on him. There we go. Okay, guys, so trout number 2. Let's go ahead and let him go. Oh, and away he goes, guys. This water is ice cold, so it's amazing how when you cover new water and you let new fish see that flash, some of them get really fired up. So it's all about covering new stretches of water. That was a really good example. I got a little tap on that one, and that's what it's all about. It's just trying to get these fish to react. Let's let it drift down the river again. I'm just gonna keep kind of mending my line as we go, trying to keep it up above that current so it doesn't suck it to the middle. And let's let out some line again. And let's see if we can trick a fish further down river here. Okay, I think we're ready to start popping here. Here we go. Let's see if anybody talks back this time. Ooh, fish on. Yep, there's another one. Let's reel them in. Good head shakes, guys. Oh my goodness, we're having a fun time out here. Oh, it's coming in quick. I think we've got another little guy. But nonetheless, there's a school of fish over there. Yeah, it's the same type of thing. We've got another one of these trout. Oh, he's a beautiful one though. So guys, we're just gonna leave him in the water here. Beautiful pattern on this one. This is one of the prettiest rainbows I've seen in a long time. Okay, let's go ahead and grab him. Okay, got him. And he's giving himself a nose piercing. All right, so guys, look at how beautiful that trout is. There he goes. I was trying to show him off when he gave me the slip. I was trying to show him off when he gave me the slip there. But that was a pretty pattern on that particular trout. And man, are we having a good time out here. Let's cast it back out again. We're just gonna go ahead and let it go down the river again. Seems like there's a big pot of fish further down. So as long as I just continue to let out line, kind of mend as I go, when I get to the popping part, it seems like by the third or fourth time I pop it, they're chasing it and they're hitting it. Now we gotta see if we can find one of the big ones out there. That's really the goal. All right, I think we're far enough out. Let's start popping. Ooh, fish on. Here we go. Another fish, guys. Oh my goodness, every cast now we're getting a bite. This is a wonderful, amazing thing. This is amazing. About the same class as well, guys, so I think we maybe have a school of little fish over there. But boy, are they aggressive, and they want to eat that TD minnow. Oh, and he's off. Okay, so that's a quick release that time. Oh, fish on, guys. Here we go. Way out there, we got one that just nailed it. Right at the end of our drift. I was just talking to a nice couple. Let's see if we can get this guy in. He's thrashing all over the place. I've got him in this calm water now. Oh my goodness, these trout, man, they are so willing to bite today. They're all in the same size class. I'm wondering if they just stocked here, because they're all stalker size, all of them. They're just these little guys. Again, we're just gonna pull them right up here. All right, guys, look at this little guy. Let's go ahead and release him right here. And away he goes. I'll tell you what, there's just been so many rainbow trout willing to bite today. All right, guys, what a start. That was a lot of fun. Now the fish have piqued my interest, so we're gonna hike a little bit further downriver. We have a public walking trail here. This is called the Tailwaters Trail, and there's a few other stops you can make along the way. So before we head over to the main campus of Tailwaters Lodge, I'm gonna try a couple more spots just because the bite is on fire right now. It's really good. I actually see a drift boat. They're coming up right now, so you know, this is a great opportunity when they're sluicing to be able to fly fish out here, especially if you have a drift boat. You just have to be willing to paddle a lot because of the current. So, but man, what a start. That was a lot of fun. Let's see what else we can catch. All right, guys, well, I've worked my way down to the Weir Dam, and this is the dam that was created to help oxygenate all this ice cold water coming from the base of South Holston Dam. Let's check it out. So real quick, we'll go ahead and cast a few times down there. It is very shallow, but it's worth trying a few times just to see if there's any fish hanging out below the weir. Yeah, there's definitely fish down here, but you know, we'll just see. Cast it right up in that wash, just kind of pop it nice and soft. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff. I got hung up on my first cast because it's very shallow through here. Yeah, guys, it's tough. What I'm doing every time, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm getting hung up on the bottom. It's very shallow here. I think for the sake of my lure, even though it's a fun, exciting place because there are lots of trout, I think I'm gonna forego this spot until another video because of what I'm using today, guys. I'm using this TD minnow, and if you know anything about TD minnow, it is a shallow diving lure, but it can get stuck, and every single cast I got gunk. So guys, I thought I'd try my hand at some fishing below the Weir Dam, but what I discovered is it's still very shallow even when they're moving or sluicing water. And I just didn't want to risk losing my lure, especially because after about 4 or 5 casts, every time I hit something on the bottom. Before I leave and head back to the car, I want to show you a quick update on the Osceola Island Bridge. It was damaged during Hurricane Helene, but They are putting the finishing touches on it right now. Check this out. So they still have caution tape, but if you can remember from past videos, this whole section was completely smashed by a big tree that fell right over here onto the bridge. And as you can see, they are almost done finishing up the bridge. Soon the island will be opened again, so we are very, very close, guys, very close. So I'm gonna head back to the car and we're gonna head over to the main campus. So guys, I jogged back to the car and I thought to myself, before we hop in here, we haven't been here for about 20 minutes, maybe more. Let's throw in a few more times. Holy, I am so, guys, I feel out of shape, and it's because I am out of shape. I used to be a runner, a collegiate runner back in the day, but we're 11 years into marriage with 3 kids. Whew. We need to get back into it, don't we? I need to get back into it. So, got our pliers. As I said before, we don't have a landing net, so I'm not dragging these fish out of the water. We're just kind of pulling them up into the shallows here, taking the hook out and letting them go. But always make sure your hands are wet so you don't mess up their, you know, their coat. Will we get one more bonus fish before we go? If you're watching this, that means we do. Ooh, fish on. Got a bonus fish. Excellent. Man, I was feeling good about that one. Just the way it was coming in, it looked good, and a fish nailed it. All right, guys, so we got a bonus trout here in the shallows. Like I said, I'm not gonna drag him out of the water. There we go. So he's free. Look at that, one more bonus fish. Let's let him go. Thank you, buddy. All right, and he's off. All right, let's head on over to the main campus now. I just had to stop and try one more time. I knew that water refreshed itself, but we got more water to fish. Let's keep going. All right, guys, we're here on Tailwaters Lodge's main campus. We're here on the private river frontage, and we've got a nice flow right in front of us. I've still got my TD minnow tied on. Let's go see what else we can find. So what we're gonna do is just cast out light pops. I'm gonna pop it back in the current. Oh, fish on, just like that, guys. That took seconds. Let's reel him in. It looks like a brown trout. Let's see if we can get him in, guys. Oh my goodness, yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful fish, guys. Absolute beauty. So all I'm gonna do is just scoop him out of the water, wet my hand first. So guys, all we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna scoop him out of the water. I wetted my hands before I did that, and that was so cool. So here's our first brown trout of the day right here on the Tailwaters Lodge's main campus. What an absolutely beautiful fish. He's got a lot of red to him. That was awesome. Let's go ahead and let him go. When he's ready, he'll kick off. There he goes. Walk down to the end, guys. As you can see, we've got a little path for all the anglers who come through here. And really, you have to stop right here. You can't go any further. Past that, it's private property. But right down here is a shoal, and we're gonna cast below this shoal. Let me step back a little bit because I have to be able to pop. And all we're gonna do, I'm gonna do a little sideways cast here. Let's pitch it out into the bottom side of that shoal and pop it a few times. Just see if we can trick a trout down in here in this pool. It's slowly swinging into a pool. Oh, there's a fish. Yep, in the pool. Got him. All right, guys, let's reel him in. It's a nice one. Oh, he came off, he came off. It was a big brown. Shoot. Let's see if he's got any buddies. He may have some buddies. Let's cast it right back up there. It was right in the deepest part of the pool. He came up and he smacked it. He was wriggling and squirming and he got away. Unfortunately, that may have scared off all the other fish in the pool. I don't know. We're gonna try it a few more times though, just to see. That was exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode today. If you are a lodger here on Tailwaters Lodge's campus, then you have access to all this private river frontage, plus a lot of public areas that are within walking distance. If you would like to see a hiking video nearby where I go fishing, I've got a good one right here. Or if you'd prefer to see what a guided trip down the South Holston looks like, I've got another good one right here. Till next time, tight lines.